Okay, so this is the last of your 5 clips. Please do all the clips in order because each clip just adds on another little step. So by the time you get to this one, if you've done all the other previous steps, it should just be another small step again. Okay, so let's have a look at this question. So it says the time t seconds it takes for a pot of water to boil is inversely proportional to the setting. So the first thing we do is we write that t is proportional, right? Remember, it's inversely proportional, so that means it's 1 over h. Right, once we've wrote our proportion, our inverse proportion equation, we then turn it into equation, and we turn it into an equation by putting k in place of that 1. We multiply it by k. So because it's inverse proportion, okay, k is the numerator of the fraction, and what it's inversely proportional to is the denominator. We now substitute the values in that we know. So it says that t is 900 when h is 2. So t is 900 when h is 2. And remember, we're doing this to find out, what the k value is. Right, so once we've done that, now we have to figure out k. All right, so k is being divided by 2. Okay, so we need to multiply by 2. So k is going to be 1,800 is equal to k. Now we rewrite our equation with k in the correct position. So we know now that our equation is t is equal to 1,800 divided by h. And this is the equation we can use now to find any other value it asks us. So it wants us to work out t when h is 6. So I've got to figure out t when h is 6. So we substitute h is equal to 6 in the formula in our little equation, and we get 1,800 divided by 6. So t is equal to 300 seconds. Okay, so that's the first type of question. Just do one more, which is more complicated. So always starts off the same way. So the force in newtons between two objects is inversely proportional, this time to the square of the distance between them. So I'm starting off with F is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So it's d squared. Okay, next step is to put my constant of proportionality in k. So F equals k over d squared. All right, and now I'm going to substitute my values in to find out what k is equal to. So it says the force is 0.84 newtons. So 0.084 newtons is equal to k divided by the distance between the object is 4 meters. So divided by 4 squared. So 0.084 is equal to k over 16. And again, now we need to multiply by the 16. Okay, so we get 0.084 times by 16 is equal to 1.344. So 1.344 is equal to k. Right, now I've got my formula again. So let's substitute everything in. So F is equal to, k is 1.344 over d squared. And this is now my formula that I'm going to use to find out any other question, any other type of question. So this time it's given me that F is equal to 0.035 and I've got to find out D. So let's substitute in. So 0.035 is equal to 1.344 over D squared. Okay, so Remember, if we're trying to work out what d is, that can't be in the denominator of the fraction. So the first thing I'm going to do is multiply by d squared. Okay? And by doing that, I end up with 0.035 d squared is equal to 1.344. Okay, final step, or not quite final step, next we need to get rid of that 0.035. Okay, and we do that by dividing by 0.035. So doing the inverse. So we divide by 0.035. So d squared is equal to 1.344 divided by 0.035. Okay, and we end up with d squared is equal to 38.4. Final step is to square root it. So square root of 38.4 is 6.196, and we want it to 2 decimal places, so that's going to be equal to 6.20 meters. Just move it up there so you can see all of that last working out.